All right, there we go. There we go. Fellas, we are live. We are live. Yes, we are this beautiful afternoon, this Labor Day. We're coming to you on the run. As you can see, Jose is on the go, and I'm here in the studio, and we're still bringing to you guys our picks as always. No matter what it takes, we're getting these picks into you guys. We had a great week last week, and we're going to continue to bring in the heat this week in an abbreviated episode while we are out and about doing our thing with family this extended holiday. As always, we're going to bring these picks to you from 5 to 1 weight, with 5 being the most confident, 1 being the least confident, between the 5 main
style as well, where he likes to kind of press forward and he does absorb quite a bit. Izzy's going to use his reach. And overall, if he doesn't finish Sean Strickland,
Yeah. So yeah, we pretty much think the exact same on that. I think Izzy's going to be able to deflect any opportunity Strickland might want to take to the ground, or he'll just be able to command the fight as he always has against multiple previous defends, like Cannonier, Robert Whitaker, Vittori. Guys like that. Those are the kinds of guys that you expect Izzy to beat, and I think he'll be able to get the job done against Strickland. He typically wins the fights you expect him to win. At least in the past history, his only losses are guys. At the same time, he's kind of a beast.
oh yeah.
So, yep, Jose and I both have Izzy Adesanya as our most confident picks for this Saturday. Mark it down. We're gonna be ready to bring in the heat, and Adesanya will be ready to potentially knock out Sean Strickland. But I think you have a good chance in saying that it might also just be by decision. So, Jose, I'll let you take it away with your 4 weight.
Yeah, so for my four-way, I have Manal Cop over Felipe Dos Santos, and what way
Jose,
do you have this fighter, and can you on the this one? Hi, were you able to hear me?
no, I don't think. No, I think Jose's having some connection issues. This is Taito Ivas fought Curtis Blades and won. So it's one of those things where I think Taito Ivas, and he's able to throw some crazy shit left and right. Um, Alexander Volkov has some good. I always, as always, respect his effort trying to continue on with the show on the go. It's just one of those situations. Um, where we're struggling through a holiday weekend here, trying to give you some action and some bets beforehand, and our schedules are a little too tight to get this job done later in the week. I can tell you just from having discussed ahead of time that I do think Volkov in the octagon. I think Jose was probably going to lean somewhere along those lines, and just expect Volkov to get a decision win done by kind of holding Tuivasa back, because Tuivasa is really like a get a KO or lose kind of guy. And Volkov's traditionally not a guy that gets knocked out. He's only been knocked out twice. So, excuse me, one of them being Tom Aspinall, who's a beast. So it's hard to blame Jose for going with Volkov's side. And if he's able to return during the duration of the show, we'll let him speak his piece. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to move on and discuss. Here, let's get the self screen up here. And, the next fight, we really only have 2 fights left that we haven't discussed, which is Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane. Jose, are you there? I thought I heard something for a second, but maybe not. Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane, though. We've got Justin Tafa as a minus.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I did hear you for a second there, Jose. It's really intermittent. It's like in and out a lot, so I'll hear you, sure, but then it cuts out it right away, anyways. Um, must be just kind of in the dead zone. I know Jose's traveling, so it could be a dead zone in the service. Um, Not quite sure, but in any case, I'll continue moving on with the heavyweights here. Was Looks like things are broken. I think my connection actually dropped there for a second. My apologies. Jose, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. A couple wins. He has a few wins, a few losses. He's been in it since 2019, but in the UFC, he was running off 2 first-round wins, even one being by head kick. So, and also a long time ago, but that's when Greg Hardy put him out. So, and Austin Lane a couple times after that Greg Hardy loss. So, Austin Lane, even though he has bounced back and rebounded, I just don't think he has the loss. But besides that, I mean, he was looking phenomenal. Like, he's coming off 2 back-to-back wins, both in the first round, 2 KO and TKO. I think he's live to also get a finish. Nothing against Anton, but he's also he doesn't have much UFC experience. He was just on Dana White's Contender Series a year ago, so unfortunately, I just don't think this will be his night. But he has a lot to prove too. He can be 3-0 too. So, but for this one, I have Tyson Pedro as my